I do want to mention this other book, okay, talking about Susanna, because Susanna got me this book. Susanna got me this book, and this is called Muhammad. So I actually should have told you, like, actually, there's two books that I want to read, because other than these two books, I'm mostly focusing on one realm. But the other book is the one that Susanna got me, called Muhammad and the Empires of Faith. Okay, so this one is not the time of the history of Islam that you're that interested in for any Muslim. This is like much earlier, like early Islamic history. Actually, I don't know. I think it all goes all the way to the Abbasid times as well. But it actually does a really good detective work in figuring out where, the chains of hadith and how the narrative of Islam was constructed early on in its history. Okay, so if you're interested in Islam itself and a scholarly, non-biased look at it, read this book. Okay, because I read another book.
Who's the author?
Sean Anthony.
Okay.
Because these other books are very biased. Okay, so if you want to know whether Muhammad's history is historical or not, okay, these are the two main books that you could read. Okay, one of them is by a far right.
Oh, boo.
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 So this guy is like not. I mean, the book is well written, to be fair to him. Okay, but I don't know how. I cannot trust the man, right? Because he's just so. I wouldn't trust me. Like if I wrote a book about Muhammad, So, I mean, you could read it. I read it. I enjoyed it, but I wouldn't trust it because obviously the guy is like. It's good to get some perspective from somebody, right? But it's just so. It's not like it's trying to act like it would be fine if it was obviously a opinion piece, right? But it's meant to be like an academic piece of work. But I think for somebody that is this anti-Islamic, but also anti-Muslim, not just anti-Islam, I wouldn't reading this book. I wouldn't know how much of this was true and how much was propaganda. Okay. However, this book, Sean Anthony, this guy is objective. He doesn't have a skin in this game. He's not like anti-Islam or for Islam. He just like doing academic scholarly work. So if you want to know how credible the history of Muhammad is, this book would be a really good source of information. So this is another one of the books that is in my list of to read. So there's that. If you'd like to send me your questions for me to answer during our Q&As, become a patron. If you would like to have a discussion with me live on air at the end of the Q&As, become a YouTube member. Link to both is in the description. Thank you for your support.